And go leave a rate and review. That'd be great. There's like 2.
Multi-stream.
And I'm 2 of them. On Apple Podcasts is the best one to leave a rate and review. But
we are early.
we are family.
Yeah.
You and all your sisters and cousins.
I shared it.
Hey, guys, if you're out there listening,
We come on a little early.
go out there and share the show through Facebook or through YouTube.
Do it.
Dang it, I just found the best redemption.
This takes too much of my brain power to figure out how to do.
Podbless is live now. Hey, yo, it's Spookies. Oh, what happened?
Y'all are early, Rosemary said. We are a little early, but hey, we're here.
Isn't that a good thing, Rosemary?
Sharing it.
I think it's better than being late.
Check it
Some,
out.
some would think that.
Sharing it now.
I already shared it. I'm working on Facebook so I can share it to Instagram and Twitter.
I done did it.
You done did it?
I done did it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me turn on these.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Please step out of the vehicle with your hands in the air.
Number 3, your order's ready.
Would you like extra fries with that, sir?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That's not how you say it. It's, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I thought I did all right.
No, you did it slow, man. You got to
You're
drag
right.
it out.
I'm sorry.
Make
Wait,
it more
what?
Dramatic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What?
I don't know, man.
I'm right? Somebody text my wife.
She listens and watches, right?
Sometimes. She's pretty tired today. She had a long day. Kids were wild.
Oh, Rosemary's on your team there, Josh.
Why?
Why?
I'm trying to think of what happened.
With saying the Good Burger, right?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Are you boomeranging?
Yeah.
I know what that is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a handy little thingy-ma-dooter.
It's a surprise tool. Will come in handy later.
Not gonna lie, I'm shocked that Josh knows what that is.
Yeah, he taught me.
Who taught
It's not
you,
saying
Josh?
a lot.
Matt Gregory, my dude, what's going on? I'm here. Yes. That means Matt's signing off because I'm here.
So
Oh,
Matt can show up on
Joey's
the podcast
here?
for not softball.
Matt, I'll leave so you can stay. Is
Nice.
Matt playing tomorrow? It's the last week, Matty. Makes me sad.
His
What?
female body part hurts, I think.
Brett.
His knee.
His knee. Yeah. Because
He's got a bad knee. Or
It's a low
shoulder.
blow.
His arm's been hurting recently.
is he injured?
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't know he was actually injured.
Yeah, and you made fun of him.
Oh, hey, and 80% of Matt is better than, well, probably like 35% of Matt is better than me. Do you think it's that high?
I think like 10% of Matt.
Okay, I thought I was giving myself too many. Yeah. Oh, not for Podbless, for softball.
Maybe Podbless.
No, I'm feeling it. We're about to come up on episode 100.
And he's still.
We should quit on episode 99.
We're a month away from episode 100.
As long as we can put out episode 94 or
95. We'll
Yeah,
get that one out.
as long as
Sorry
we can
about
get
last
that
week.
put
We
out.
had a
Great
technical
idea.
difficulty. Yes.
Can we
Oh, hold on one
bowl
second.
each other?
Other down the hallway.
What?
What? Let's bowl each other down the hallway for episode 100.
How?
We find like the rolly carts in the storage area,
Oh.
and then we like find some makeshift pins.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then we push each other down the hallway.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that.
Matt said actually it's his back.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude.
Following your ball. Are you talking about the Eagles, Rosemary?
I sprained my foot yesterday, Matt. It's pretty rough. I've been limping around all day today.
30 seconds, everyone. 30
The
seconds.
felt like I
Eagles are
was-
about to lose to the Cowboys in Cooper Rush, if that's what she's talking about.
Is Cooper Rush good?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know what
He's
it is.
better than Dak.
And why aren't the Bengals good again?
Hey,
What happened with that?
Just because you lose games don't mean you don't win games. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly.
I'm wearing the first
what it
piece of
means.
Bengals merchandise I've ever owned.
I was proud of you. You came in today with sports attire on.
Well,
I was
it's
like,
just
who's this guy?
My wife bought it for me, and I'm out of Fat Boy shirts, so it's the only one I had.
Oh, we have hit our time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's do it. Hey, subscribe. Hello, and welcome to the Podbless podcast with three dads who are involved in church ministry where one is a full-time minister, the other is a volunteer, and one is a veteran of both.
This podcast will deal with the interaction between our faith and our day-to-day lives.
With a few fun segments in between.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
And this
is Podbless. Wow, you hit that way too early. I was just going to keep shouting.
I yelled,
things.
"Here we go."
Oh, I couldn't hear you. I have headphones on.
In his
Sorry.
defense, you were like a second.
I was like, "Here we go."
And I was getting ready to scream something else.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good, man. We're good. We're good. We made it. We're good. We're here.
How's it
Hey,
going,
guys.
everybody?
Yeah,
Howdy.
I feel all too much.
it feels good. I'm back in the old seat,
I know, right?
back in the saddle again. Like, you guys doing all right over there?
I feel like I'm getting.
You don't like your legs being shown off?
No, I feel like I'm posing for my holy fans.
Oh, there we
Showing
go.
a little
Show
thigh.
off my,
I wish we had I should have brought the logo up for that.
I show off my massive calves. Jeez, what's up with fat guys and like huge calves?
It makes sense. I mean,
Brett's got the mailman calves, though.
He doesn't walk a route.
I don't. I don't even know what the mail is. What are you guys talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the what is it?
now we have to restart.
The live broadcast.
Yeah.
All four of you delete.
Yeah,
Your
Forget
brains.
what you just heard. Sorry, I was thirsty.
Oh no, we did not get the logo design down. We were working on a Holy Fans design.
A holy fans concept.
Yeah, for a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a fun concept to throw
Yeah.
out there.
So how you guys been doing? What's been going on?
Good, I guess. I was telling you guys earlier, and I didn't get to explain in detail, so I was going to save it for the opening of the show here.
What's happening?
I have been trying to do the whole sober October thing that some people like to try to do. I've tried it in the past, and it was we had too much going on, too much relying on it, and it was a big mess. But this year, I didn't. I drink socially. I don't drink
Sober
a ton.
October,
Yeah, sober October.
which means what?
You just abstain from things of intoxicating.
Like you don't drink at all.
No drinking, no smoking, no. I mean, the only thing I do is coffee, I guess. That's my only stimulant, in a way.
Yeah, it's definitely stimulant.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only stimulant I do, though, as opposed to any tobaccos or any weeds or.
Brett's giving you some looks.
Oh, that thing. That's caffeine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coffee in that.
I know. I'm just teasing.
That's once
How
a
much
week.
caffeine is in that can? Have you looked?
0 calories.
Josh.
Actually, 5 calories. Where did that come from? I thought it was all 0.
Try to
Oh,
do 2 in one day. Like
No.
do a morning and a night one.
No, I'm like 40.
Why would you drink
I'm
that
not
at
gonna do
night?
that. Huh?
Why would you drink that at night?
I
Some
drink- I
seem to
drink
do
it
it
at
when they
night.
play
Here,
softball.
send me that can over. I
Anyway,
want to find out how much caffeine.
what I was saying.
This is 140 in my
And what I was saying though is I'm pretty much abstaining from alcohol, trying that out, seeing how that does me. And I didn't
200.
mean to, but it was like October 4th and I hadn't had a drink and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with it and like
Ride this out.
let's see how it goes, see if I can do a full month. And because I never feel like I don't need to drink because I don't drink a ton. I don't get like wasted all the time. So it's just kind of like, you know what? I'm see if I can like force myself to do something I don't want to do. Because I don't feel like I have like a problem with it. So I'm like, well, maybe if I can force myself to do this, it'll build up some kind of stuff. I don't know, like a willpower, I guess is what you're looking at,
Discipline.
Discipline, denying yourself something you want to do.
Yeah.
And what I have discovered is I would play video games at night.
Mhm.
So like if everybody was in bed, I would go to my basement dwelling,
Oh,
teddy bear
the-
cave.
10 to 1 a.m. is
Mhm.
like the most beautiful time of the day, right?
And so I would do that. And then while I was doing that, I'd have 2 or 3 beers and just enjoy myself talking with people online and playing games and being silly. Then I'd go to bed. Well, I would wake up the next day and just feel hungover. And I would be like, man,
Even though you weren't.
I used to drink a lot. I used to drink like 15 beers in a night.
Are you trying to tell us you're a lightweight?
Well, no. Well, that's what I thought. I was just like, man, the older I get, I can only handle 2 beers and it's going to make me feel bad the next
Yeah.
day. Well, turns out, been sober, 11 days now? 12 days?
Checks watchless wrist.
And then, but turns out I feel hungover all the time
Wha-
without having alcohol in my life.
Okay.
Turns out staying up late is not for old men.
It wasn't the
It
beer.
wasn't the
It
beer
was
at
the
all.
lack of sleep.
All this time I was like, man, 1 beer, 2 beers. This is horrible. I can't believe this is making me
You
feel
sure
this
you're
way.
not sobering up after 45 years?
40. I'm not 40 yet. Not 40.
That's a great idea. What if you're just coming down the mountain right now?
Yeah, I doubt it. Like I said, I like to have some drinks. I don't get drunk.
Yeah.
So like,
Floyd.
what's up, Floyd?
Sorry, every time he comes in, I got to give him
Yeah.
a big shout out.
But that's been my discovery is just getting old. You need more sleep. So I've been trying to get more sleep through this process as well.
Do you notice a difference when you sleep more?
I don't sleep more. I had one night where I was really worn out because the baby woke up through the night, and that was the one night I laid down and went to sleep at like 9:30.
Goodness, that's
God.
early.
Well, hey, a lot of my buddies go to sleep at 8. So,
No.
but anyway,
No. Nobody goes to sleep before 8.
yeah, that's the reason there's not more viewers. There's a bunch of them in bed already.
People are in bed by 9:30.
Oh yeah, don't worry. The older your kids get, the more you'll be like, I gotta go to bed.
You don't go to bed that early.
I can fall asleep at 9:30.
Oh, can fall asleep versus when I go to bed
No,
are two
no.
different things.
I'm usually in bed by at least 9.
And then when do you wake up?
Depends on what time I have to be at work. Sometimes it's 3:30 in the morning. Sometimes
Okay,
it's
now
5:30.
that makes sense then. 3 if
Yeah.
you work at 3:30.
But the studies are showing and stuff like that you need a good amount of sleep. Like
Yeah.
that, it's one of the most leading characteristics of like dementia and all that different stuff is like a lack of sleep,
I didn't know
not
that.
allowing yourself
Ugh.
to get a good rest. One thing that was pointed out on the Joe Rogan podcast was that having a few drinks can actually be better for you fighting off Alzheimer's and stuff and dementia. I don't know.
Oh, like
that-
people. I think I've heard people say like that a glass of wine can be heart healthy.
yeah,
right.
or
Isn't it?
just a couple beers a week can be healthy for you.
Amber, if you know Amber, I think you do. She said that they're
Nope.
all normally in bed or asleep by 9. So I guess that is the thing.
Well, when
I
you're-
don't go to bed before midnight most any night.
Well, no, that was usually me, and like I said, you're 10 years younger or so, close to it. And
Am I? I only have 8 years left of being up late.
everybody's different, but probably, dude.
The countdown is on.
Yeah, it's
I can't do it anymore.
Adam,
it's hard.
Brett, Adam says that you sleep at work. So there's that.
That's not true.
Allegedly.
Wait, where does Brett work?
Floyd says he doesn't sleep till 1 or 2. Floyd's my man. That's what's up.
I'm happy if I get 5 hours sleep. a night,
So
honestly.
I remember going down to my grandpa's house. He lived right down the street from me, like 4 houses down. And that guy would be up until 2 in the morning. Like, so I've heard also that like once you get to a certain age,
Yeah,
you just don't sleep.
it's hard to shut down.
Yeah.
Like last night, I went to bed at 9 o'clock, and I didn't go to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning.
What did you do?
I just started fiddling with my phone, maybe put on a Netflix something or whatever, and it just, I don't know, my brain wouldn't shut down, so I just kept, and I did sprain my foot, so I was trying to like
How'd you
fidget
do
with
that?
that and just walking. That's another old thing. I was just walking forward and rolled my foot, and now I have a big bruise
Just-
and swollen foot.
Just walking.
Yeah, didn't run, didn't juke,
Yeah.
didn't hit the
Oh.
Y button.
Chris Jackson. Chris is with us.
Hey, we haven't got to see Chris in a
Yes.
minute.
So I can fall asleep anywhere at any time. We've talked
Yeah.
about this before.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Like-
been through it.
Christina gets mad at me. Like literally head hits pillow. I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And she can take over. And I'm like, what do you do when you're laying there? She's like, try to sleep. Like, man, I'm sorry that's how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be that way. I could sleep on a rock. I could lay out in the woods with nothing.
I
just go to
I
sleep.
fell asleep. I could fall asleep in one of those chairs you're sitting in right now.
Yeah.
Like curl up, just conk out. Now I'd hurt tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that
I think the thing that I fight so much now, because I know I need the sleep and I want the sleep, but the thing I fight so much now is like being the stay-at-home dad, like constantly being with the kids,
Yeah.
like 24/7.
that's your time?
It's kind of a selfish thing
Mhm.
of like I want to go play video games, or I want to go prank around with my podcast stuff, or anything. Wash some dishes for God's sake. like I just want to do something.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I need to go
Yeah.
to sleep.
Uh,
Go to the gym. That's
Chris,
what
can I have permission to talk about your snoring? Just write us back. I'll wait. But I have a story to go with your comment, but I just wanted to get your permission first. I asked in front of the parents. Sorry.
So I don't know if it's like my age or something, but I can only sleep in 5-hour like increments. So if I go to bed at like 8 or 9, I will wake
Yeah.
up at like 1 a.m. and I will not go back to bed until like that night.
Wasn't it Ben Franklin that thought everyone should sleep in 2-hour segments? Like 2 hours, wake up 2 hours. Like you do 4 2-hour segments throughout your day.
But
Something like that.
But he didn't realize that you didn't you didn't hit REM cycle.
Yeah, REM
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah, it probably wouldn't be good. Okay, Chris said yes. Chris, you're the only person I think I've ever met that I actually, when we were at camps and things like that, I had to schedule my sleep schedule around you because I knew I had to go to sleep because Chris is the loudest snorer on the face of the planet.
Rattling the sheets.
Yes, it's awesome. He can get it. Like the man can saw some logs, and like Chris can keep me awake. That not many people can, but Chris can. I say that out of love, Chris. I love you.
We were traveling to Virginia when Colin lived down there, my brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law, Lisa. Bless her heart, she's one of the best people in our lives. She helps us out with the kids more than she needs to. She does an awesome job helping us out. That being said, we were driving to Virginia, and it was in the middle of the night, and she was in the front seat. Kelly was in the back with 2 of the kids. We didn't have the third one at the time, and she had fallen asleep, which was fine. It was late night. I was driving. She was sitting over there going, and just, I mean, really, I thought she was choking to death, but it was like, oh, she's just snoring. And then all of a sudden, she and wakes up. She choked herself like on slobber or
almost
something.
died.
Yeah. And she said, what was it she said to me? She looked at me and was like, oh, it was something so silly.
Oh, almost checked out there.
No, she didn't even say anything like that. She's like, oh, did I? I must have woke up, or it was something really. Did you hit the brakes or something like that? And I was like, dear Lord,
Blame it on somebody
like, did
else.
you not hear what you did? I
Pretty
thought
sure
you
your heart hit
died.
the brakes. Yeah.
Like,
I can attest to that because Colin and I used to go I'd go camping with them every summer, fall, all the time, and sleeping in the same camper as Lisa. She's pretty loud
I
snorer.
can imagine. Yeah,
Do you guys ever sleep talk?
I sleepwalk and talk, but yeah.
No, I don't.
I sleep talk
A
a lot.
Sleep talk.
I'm super excited for your
Segment.
yeah.
Are you?
Can we do it?
Well, I mean, where are we at?
We're 20 minutes in.
20 minutes in.
Yeah. I'm super excited about this.
All
one.
right. Let's
You guys
go
are gonna
ahead
like
and
this
jump into the
one.
first
I'm assuming that's what you wanted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a good intro. So we're going to talk about Easter.
He is risen.
He's risen indeed.
Hey, there's old Ty. It was on last week with us. Hey, Tyler. So this week,
Hey,
I was. Whoa.
you're good. Don't look at that.
Okay,
You're
I
not
was like, I was
supposed to look at
freaking
that.
out. We were having a good time talking about stuff to get together, and I was brainstorming with my doctor friend, and we were chit chatting over some things. And I was like, okay, what's the idea? What can we? And we were spitballing, throwing out crazy scenarios of what to talk about for my subject tonight. And tonight, what we boiled it down to, after putting so many different things in the pot to boil it down, we are looking at starting a church, y'all.
Yeah.
In this spooky season of Halloween, we're looking about starting a church,
A Halloween news start?
but a Halloween news start. But the clincher of this is we have to pick our staff
Yes.
from Halloween characters who are reformed, by the way.
Oh,
We're going to go through a bunch of Halloween characters. Zombie Jesus, nice.
so what positions do we need to fill? Let's talk about that for a
so
second.
that's what we're going to get into. We're going to look at a few different. Well, I don't have it numbered out, but senior pastor.
Yeah.
So we're going to, if you want to write that down, senior pastor, youth pastor,
Yeah.
children's pastor,
Yeah.
music minister,
Okay.
and treasurer. All right, let's see. We could do treasurer. We could do, I'd like to say head layman or head greeter.
We can keep rolling with this.
Yeah, we could do some more. But let's just do head greeter,
Wait, senior youth.
senior youth, children, music, and
Oh, I got a
greeter.
good one.
What?
Instead of greeter, you should do like groundskeeper.
Oh, groundskeeper Willie. But I have a list of several different, I'd say fictional, mostly all fictional. I don't want to have any real murderers or zombies or real.
Yes, only fictional characters, and we're assuming that they no longer do the terrible things that they did in the
have been
films.
reformed
Yes.
for this Halloween church so they
So-
can save souls.
But they can always fall
opposed to
back
taking-
into sin.
But they've been to prison,
Yeah,
and they're
this is
not
not a-
going back.
Not a Halloween
Yeah.
Calvinist church. You
Yeah.
could say.
Yeah,
This is a Catholic church.
Freddie would be a great preacher because Well, if you, Chris said he'd be a great music leader. I think he'd be a good preacher because if you fell asleep while he was preaching, he could terrorize you. So nobody would ever fall asleep.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. So what we're going to do is I have a whole list of all these classic monster Halloween things and some from movies that have been lasting the tales of time as if it were, and some of the names that have been mentioned already.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, this is going to be. I'm writing down all kinds of different positions that
So
we should fill.
what we're going to do is we're going to name off these positions, and we're all going to vote on our favorite one, and then try to figure out which one needs to be put into that position.
So, and if you have ideas, send them in.
Yeah, we can't really. I guess we can't really put it up there. We should have typed it out and put it up on the screen, I guess. But yeah, here's how we're going to start off. So I'd say we start off lowly. Let's go with the greeters.
The greeters are not lowly.
All right,
okay.
I got
Just
one
want to start
off
with
the
that.
bat for a greeter.
They don't get paid very much.
You guys pay your greeters?
That's what I'm saying.
Off the bat, number one door greeter, Pennywise.
Wait, no.
No.
Why?
Because Pennywise is definitely the children's pastor.
I just think a clown standing with a balloon at the door.
Reformed. These are everyone's reformed here.
Yeah, these are all reformed characters. So,
wait. So a greeter. Okay.
here I can list off the names that I've written down
Yeah,
that you get to
I
choose
think we
from.
should do it that way.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to read off the names, and then you pick for greeter the ones that you would want. It's going to be the same list for all.
Okay, go ahead.
So just listen to it and get it in your head. Number one, Mike Myers, who is from Halloween, has the mask that's painted white.
Famously doesn't speak.
Famously does not speak. Okay.
So maybe
Well, and there's more of those. Jason Voorhees
does
who
not speak.
was the Not Placid Lake, but he was from that.
He's friendly. He likes to get up close and personal.
Yeah, right. Leatherface, Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
He
He's fairly
other
illiterate,
people's
right?
skin.
He's
Never really watched that one.
groundskeeper for sure.
I don't want to say how many of these I haven't seen because I know you'll.
I'm gonna skip
Get on
this
me.
one because I don't know Chucky. You know the possessed doll, who was also possessed by a serial killer.
No, I think he should be children's pastor.
Pennywise was on the
No,
list
I
as
think
well.
I think Brett.
Freddy
with that one.
Krueger, Jack Torrance. For those of you that don't know, he's from The Shining.
I'm gonna vote for him because he's very
He's animated.
Charismatic.
Yes, that's. I was trying
Chris
to think.
Jackson said, "What about the Pinhead guy? Is that?"
Hellraiser.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that's
guy's
from
creepy.
Hellraiser.
That guy's creepy.
Let's see, Ghostface
Jigsaw.
from Scary Movie.
Jigsaw for preschool. Said Rosemary.
Billy the Puppet actually is not Jigsaw. He's from Jigsaw the movie. But Billy the Puppet is the
What?
doll from Jigsaw.
The doll's not Jigsaw.
He rides the little tricycle.
That's not
around.
Jigsaw.
Well, it's Billy the Puppet. It's I don't know. You horror buffs might know a little bit more, but that was what it's explained on the internet to me.
Yeah.
And here goes into the classics: Werewolf, Dracula, a Mummy, Frankenstein's Monster, Zombie, Bride of Frankenstein, the Blob, the Sanderson Sisters.
Who in the world is that?
Are those the girls that ride the trikes around?
Who's-
Sanderson sisters
From Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
Oh, sorry, haven't seen that in a long
The Three
time.
Witches. Yeah.
Sorry.
Michael Jackson's Thriller, his character of himself in Thriller, and
Oh well, he's got to be the music director then, right?
Yeah.
and Linda Blair from Poltergeist, or not Poltergeist, from
Exorcist.
Exorcist, the little girl who
Maybe
saves
she
fun
should be
around.
the greeter.
So those are your ones to choose from. So we're trying to pick a greeter. Let's
Greeter's
all.
hard. We started with a hard one.
Well, you want somebody who's jovial and
Yeah, none of
and
them.
I'm
personal.
sticking with my Torrance.
I feel that Jack
Jack
Torrance
Torrance.
from The Shining, as
Okay.
the one who chopped down the door and said, "Here's Johnny."
Oh, he can just say, "Welcome to church."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he can.
Okay.
Be very charismatic.
you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm in. I'm in.
All right. So you get this written down. Then you write that one down
Yeah.
for us.
Jack Torrance. Okay. What about?
Jack Torrance, let me mark him off here.
Is there any easy ones that we can all agree on?
So Dracula is your treasurer. I'm all, because of the count, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
yeah.
whole different Dracula. That is the.
I
count.
know, but come on now.
One
Count Dracula. Yeah. Does everybody agree with that?
Change it to that. The Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah.
As opposed to just Dracula. So I'm
That's
gonna mark
great.
off
I like that
Dracula.
one.
Thank you.
Now we're moving up. You did treasure it. Now we're moving up to children's pastor. Now this
Okay,
is the one that we
okay.
could get good with. Pennywise is a good choice because he's a clown.
That's gonna be hard.
I really
Yeah.
feel that Chucky is our best children's pastor
I
because
think
I
he'd be
can see
fun.
it.
he is a toy. Now they are reformed. like, so he's not a murderous toy anymore. He's a recovering, non-murderous toy. Huh?
She's got a point there. They
Yeah.
could both take separate duties within the department.
Duties. Chris Jackson, the Sanderson sisters would be my vote for greeters.
Don't want to explode any women, but he meant exclude. Okay, so I was like,
They
we don't
did
want to explode anyone, Chris.
They did explode in both movies.
No murder, no murder.
Actually, more so in the first one, I guess they exploded. The other one, that was more of a
Wait, so we need to make a decision here between. Or are we going to put them both
children's
in there?
pastor. Nah, well, that's up to you guys. If you want to do both, if you want to save it for another.
I think we should pick one. That makes for better TV.
So
We need to
Chucky
vote.
or-
There's
Chucky
5
or
of us.
Pennywise.
I'm going Pennywise.
Or I guess technically you could do Billy the Puppet as well from Jigsaw.
3 of us said Pennywise.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Pennywise it is then. Mark off Pennywise.
Can we all agree though that these people, if they don't get picked, would be great roamers, like security for the church?
All of
Like,
them would. They're all
Are you
stalkers.
saying
Yeah.
Jason is the head of security?
Hey, how about we jump straight into that? Let's jump straight into safety team,
Oh man,
not security. There's a whole other.
you're right. You have to say safety
Yeah,
team.
you have to
He's
say
right.
safety team.
Yeah.
Security, you have to have a whole other thing of insurance and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
the
So
safety team.
head of safety team. So you have Mike Myers, Jason Voorhees, or Leatherface.
Ooh.
Those are 3
Or-
of the main.
Who is
Or Hellraiser.
Who is the most
That dude is
violent
off-putting.
person that's
He
not
wasn't on the
violent
list, though.
anymore?
What's that?
Whoever the most violent person there is left that's not violent,
It's got to be
anymore?
Michael Myers
wait a
because
minute.
nobody can outrun him.
What about the Blob? The Blob is from the old classic movie where it's just a giant Jello mold that just
No,
keeps growing
he's
and
too
growing
immobile.
and growing.
He's going to damage too many things, too much collateral damage.
I don't know. He can stop people.
But nobody can outrun
He gets
Michael
stuck in-
Myers. No matter how hard you run, he shows up right behind you.
Same thing with Jason Voorhees.
I know. Could they?
He even went into space.
I'm cool with putting 2 guys on the safety team.
I'm just imagining like someone like just walking around church. Then
You could technically have a team.
Michael Myers just
What about-
twirling
Yeah.
his knife.
What about those 3? Mike Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface.
I'm in. Yeah,
mean,
I like
they're
that.
That's,
pretty
that's
much-
a pretty good
Yeah,
safety
You-
squad.
You're
Yeah.
going to be safe
Yeah, I think that's and they are reformed. They're not murderous and all that different
unless
stuff.
you
Only
push
if you
them.
get out of line, though.
Only if you get out of line. Well, they're safety team. They're not
Yeah.
security. They're
Yeah,
just
yeah. They're
hey,
just
I'm trying to keep you safe.
observe and report.
There you go.
Observe and report.
The only way to keep this
Okay.
guy safe was for me to chop his head off.
They're
I
reformed.
just did what I know. Okay,
Um,
okay.
He had a gun.
music.
I think we should jump
I
into
still have it
music.
on. Yeah. Do you want me to turn it off?
No, I
Oh, okay.
like it in there.
I
All
was
right, let's
like-
move. Let's move.
So we're looking at music now. So we got Thriller, Michael Jackson's
If
Thriller.
he's on the list, it can't be
Yeah.
anybody else.
Wait, you also have The Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know if you remember her or not. She
Yes.
had the large hair. And
Yes.
She, would, "Ah!"
Yes.
She just screamed. That
Um,
was pretty much her thing.
Amber said the Sanderson sisters because they do the Madonna,
Oh,
the Madonna song at the.
both movies they sing a lot.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm good
yeah,
with
they're on the
that.
list.
That's way less problematic.
Well, and you have 3 too. Everybody likes a trio.
Get a
yeah.
band.
Yeah.
I like a
So-
little band.
What if we put them all together? I guess I don't know.
I'm out of room to write that, so you gotta
Definitely
write that.
Michael was lead. Michael's lead and
Yeah.
and the Sanderson sisters.
They
are
hit some
the-
harmonies.
There you
make
go.
It, bring it
Yeah.
home. Yeah. Jenna gets it. You know. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark off Michael Jackson's Thriller.
So we just need a youth pastor and a senior pastor.
Yeah. So what we have left is Chucky. Or no, did we put Chucky and Pennywise?
No,
or just,
we-
just
yeah.
did. So we have Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface from Scary Movie, Billy the Puppet, Werewolf, Mummy,
Oh, it's got to be werewolf.
Frankenstein's monster, Zombie. Ooh, we forgot about zombies for safety team. There would be more of them wandering around. That would probably would
Maybe,
better,
yeah.
The
Maybe
Blob
parking attendants.
and Linda Blair from
It's a werewolf.
I can't remember-
Exorcist.
Exorcist. I can't
It's a
ever think of the
werewolf. In your teenage years, life changes a whole bunch. Nobody knows more about changing than werewolves.
name. Ooh, he does change a lot.
Boy.
Boom.
It's a good.
Boom. Yep, Amber agrees with me.
Oh. See, I feel like Dracula would have been a good one had we had not used him for the treasurer.
No, a little problematic there.
Nah,
Dracula
he-
likes the younger ladies.
Dude, he's a leader. He's a leader.
I don't think you want them
And to
problems.
me, it sounds like
I don't
he
think you
makes
want them
a-
problems. you just caught one. I'm so proud of you right now. I'm so you made a sound and then pulled it back. I'm so proud.
So
of
what
you.
were you guys kind of settling on then?
I'm going with werewolf for that one.
Werewolf for
Yeah.
lead pastor.
No.
No,
for
I-
youth
Oh, for
pastor.
youth pastor.
Freddie,
Yeah.
Freddie for lead.
I really like Freddie for
Yeah.
that one.
Freddy Krueger has the most personality of all
Yeah.
of the.
For the lead pastor?
And
Yeah.
No, I have a better one.
oh, who you got?
Who you got?
Michael Myers, because he doesn't say anything, it'd be the quickest sermon ever. We all get
oh
out
my
of here.
goodness.
Yeah, but,
Joey could take a
it's
few
your
pointers
church.
from Michael Myers.
We were out by 11:40
Hey.
this week.
You're no Brad.
No, Brad.
Literal
He was
Brad-
out at 11.
Brad was on it.
Brad, I've heard so many positive reports about that.
You should take notes from him.
Yeah.
I was
So-
shocked.
So I think Freddy Krueger is the right route to go for senior pastor because
Don't fall asleep on him.
he's very enthusiastic. Yes, that is one of the main keys. That if somebody falls asleep during his message,
It's gonna be a bad trip.
he can go right into their dreams.
Yeah, and then just keep preaching to him
Yeah,
because he's not gonna terrorize him because he's reformed, right?
correct.
So he's gonna just show up in your dream and preach to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's going to give you the word through
Yeah.
not telekinesis.
He's
That's
gonna
making things funny.
inception Jesus for
There
you.
you go.
Can we
You're
have
welcome.
Frankenstein taking offering?
He's right. Frankenstein would be a great usher.
We didn't
That's a
put
great
him into
call.
anything. Yeah, that
That's a
would be another
great
position.
call. Frankenstein is an usher.
Just constantly walking. What about wait? Frankenstein is usher, but what about the zombies? I feel like zombies are really underutilized in this situation.
They would be good ushers.
Problem with zombies, they would stink a lot.
Well,
like-
I mean, they all
They're
Leatherface.
reformed. Maybe
Yeah,
they
but you
take
can't-
showers.
Leatherface's costume is made of human skin.
All right,
I'm assuming he's not wearing that
So-
anymore because he's reformed.
Just
So-
because you're reformed
So now he
doesn't
just has
mean you change
actual
clothes.
leather
Can
made
you
out of
old
animal
guys
skin.
correct me here?
I'm not going to
Frankenstein
respond
is
to
a
that.
probably
monster,
will.
right? And he was like made to help, wasn't he?
So the monster is Frankenstein's monster. It's not
Frankenstein
Frankenstein.
was the doctor who created
Dr.
the monster.
Frankenstein.
Or Frankenstein, if you
Okay,
prefer.
so but he was like
No.
made to be an assistant though, wasn't he?
Not an assistant. No, that was
no. He
Igor.
was just trying to make life.
yeah,
reanimate
He was trying
dead
to
bodies.
reanimate a
He,
dead
he
body.
was trying to. Yeah, he was
I
trying
could
to
see him maybe being
bring
like a
back.
good video guy, like soundboard guy.
Like Dr. Frankenstein?
Any of them, I guess.
They're not the monster. You're talking about the doctor.
I don't.
You know, just
know.
people.
Are you talking about the actual person who is
Okay,
Frankenstein?
Dr. Frankenstein would be good, potentially good with
No,
Ted.
no, no.
I'm thinking
Ghostface is on soundboard.
I don't know who Ghostface is.
I don't either.
He's the one that wore the Ghostface in Scary Movie. Who
Oh, that's his name?
you like scary movies?
Hold on, sorry, I have a button for that.
I
That's,
can
is that
only-
really his
I
name?
only think
Yeah,
of like
Ghostface.
the
If you buy the costume,
The
costume
parodies?
is called Ghostface.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, the
all I-
parodies are
yeah.
way better. But he did call and use technology in his background, I guess. He would call people and be like, you know, what
He
do
does
you
the
do?
one call.
Yeah, yeah. He was the one that called and said,
What'd
you
you
like
do
scary
last summer?
movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
What about
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, that's what it was.
does
yeah.
any of these fit that like one person in church where they're just like the respected elder?
And
like,
Dracula is the oldest
how we
one.
walk
in the book.
Dracula's
like,
going to be the eldest
We,
there,
or
definitely.
no, like we walk around like in like Phyllis.
Like
Everybody
who's the
knows
Wayne or the
Phyllis.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
or
I don't
Mummy.
think we want to play that game.
I don't think we want to play that game. We're trying to stay away from real people now.
So I think
Well, no,
we've-
but
I
I'm
think
saying
we've-
like every church has the like you
Respected.
know, the most respected people.
Yeah.
That they're always there. Like
deacons.
Phyllis is always cooking and helping
deacon.
out.
Yeah.
Like who's always helping out?
yeah,
The zombies.
I think that is the zombies because they're
There
going to
we go.
always
Just for
be there.
manpower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Found-
sheer
found
it. We got there.
numbers.
We landed
And
it.
they don't talk back.
Yeah.
What about Ghostface for church secretary?
Answering the phones.
What's your favorite hymnal? What's your favorite scripture?
Let me check the directory. yeah.
Please hold. Good call,
Amber, that
good
was
call.
that's a home run right there.
I do appreciate
That's a
that.
home run.
So yeah, I think,
we
that
did it.
rounds out
Yeah.
all the. Do you have the list there? Can
Yeah,
you read it off real quick?
So Freddie Krueger's senior pastor.
All
The
right.
werewolf is the youth pastor.
Whoop, whoop.
Pennywise is the children's pastor.
Okay.
Michael Jackson as the Thriller is the music director, along
the
with
Sanderson
the Sanderson
sisters, from Hocus
sisters
Pocus.
and Bride of Frankenstein, right?
yeah, 'cause
uh,
she shouts.
Frankenstein's an usher. The Count is a treasurer.
The Count. of
Let
Dracula,
me
yeah.
see here. Jack Torrance is the greeter, and then the safety team is made up of Mike Myers, Jason, and Leatherface.
I love Jack as the greeter. Every time you say that, I picture him busting through the glass front door and
For
being like,
every person.
"Welcome to church."
Or just like sticking his head out through, just sticking his head
Yes,
out
just-
through a crack door.
Yeah, yes.
What's that? No fun and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah.
All work and no God makes
all
Jack a dull
All
boy.
sin and no church sends you
There
to
you go.
hell.
I got one more.
Yeah,
One more.
yeah.
Can we make Chucky the outreach pastor?
Why?
They have a
I
new
don't
series
know.
of
I
Chucky
feel like
right
he
now.
would like
He could
help
get into more
people
houses
a lot.
because there's more toys
He's
now.
been
Chucky's
there.
a friendly guy.
sure? I've never seen it.
He was a
I'm sorry.
possessed doll by a
Oh
serial
my
killer.
gosh.
I'm sorry.
I'm not shocked anymore.
I just feel like
Anyway,
he'd be a good
Right.
outreach.
I'm sorry.
thank you for participating in our
Great
New
segment.
Start Halloween
Great
Church.
segment.
We have a couple more weeks of Halloween left. Maybe we can pull in some more Halloween ideas. If you have any, send them to us.
Well done, sir.
Well, daggum.
Sorry, that was
Sit
perfect.
down and listen up to what Joey's got to say.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we
You
go.
look like you have a filter on.
Me?
You're like a deer in headlights.
His eyes
we're doing
sparkled.
what we can.
What?
We're doing, yeah, not me. All this, I have hair.
That
Everyone's
fresh
like,
wax.
when'd you get hair? Oh, I got a filter. Sorry.
Hey, it makes a big difference in a person when they have hair.
Does it?
A filter.
Yeah.
Makes a
Whatever.
big difference in that filter.
So spurred on by if you watch football at all, last week a football player from the
Team.
Las Vegas, I almost said Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders. They just lost a heartbreaker. They were walking out off the field, and a cameraman ran in front of him and bumped him. And then when he bumped him, the player just full shoved him, right?
Yeah.
And most people in that guy's life, when he shoves, probably don't move as much as the cameraman did, right? Guy gets kind of chucked across the hallway.
Well, I
there.
mean, he's an athlete.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not expecting to get shoved.
Right.
Either.
A
No,
professional
either.
athlete
Also
getting
true. The guy's just doing his
thrown.
job with the camera, right?
It's like
And
when
so
I kick a kid as opposed to an adult, they're
Yeah,
going to go a lot further.
that would be exactly
Yeah.
the equivalency. Yeah. And so the guy apologizes and everything, but come on now. If you got pushed by a multi-millionaire, you're not letting that slide, right? I mean, if it was just me and you, probably we're good. But like, you can get that kind of money. What?
Chris Jackson said, "Now let's make a video
Yeah.
with all these guys." I'm
Yeah.
thinking that would be a great viral video.
That would be hilarious.
People dressed up as all these characters.
I'm seeing Freddy Krueger in a suit and a tie.
Maybe
and
if
with
we
like a
send
like a
this-
sweat rag,
we
like a
should send
Southern
this
preacher.
into Sunday Cool Teas, and maybe they'll make the video.
Yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
here's an idea.
Give them
you
the,
make
mo-
the
the
video.
idea. And so the guy ended up filing a police report, and then yesterday, Devonta Adams, the guy who did it,
Yeah.
who pushed him, got charged with misdemeanor assault,
Okay.
which honestly to me seemed a little extreme.
In his defense, he should say, "What happens in Las Vegas team stays in Las
That's a
Vegas."
great point. That's a great point. And so it made me think about, and Noah brought up another point. Oh, sorry. Do you want me to hit the laugh track?
No, that's
Okay, cool.
I did it
Uh,
myself.
Noah brought up the point too last week of a basketball player from Golden State. Why am I blanking?
Draymond
Green. Thank you. Punched a teammate, like
Didn't
cold
punch.
cocked him.
That was a straight knockout.
He
And-
he had to catch him
No,
as
see,
he fell over.
here's
slumped
here's the thing with that though. The
He's a
dude,
jerk?
well, yeah, but
Draymond's
no.
yeah.
The other player pushed Draymond
He did.
before he got. So
If
if
you
you're gonna
push a
if you're gonna
grown
push
man-
somebody like that,
Draymond ran
expect
across
to
the
get
court,
hit.
though.
But Draymond, I don't think made the initial contact first, right? Like he got in the
They
guy's
were
face.
chirping back and forth, and he
Yeah.
got into his face,
Which
and,
is-
and he pushed
The other
him out
guy
of his face.
stood his ground. Draymond ran over.
and then Draymond finished it. Is what happened.
But you can get as close to my face as you want, and we're not gonna fight. If you push somebody like that, I think Brett's got a point here.
So I would have
Draymond
said
came
the
into
same
his butt.
thing if that the cameraman would have got up and punched Devontae Adams in the face. He deserved it. He got pushed. He pushed a dude. He got up and jacked you.
Yeah.
And if that would have happened, Devontae Adams would have been crying.
Personally, I think
I bet Joey Spot on
camera guy
Podbless,
should've
I can
watched where
shove
he
him
was going.
further. Can Adam shove that camera? Clay, you know where to find me, bro. Thursday nights, 1438 Cox Avenue, Arlington, Kentucky, 41018.
Hey, don't put that out there.
So that led me to think, what are things that you can do on a sports field or a court that you just cannot get away with in real life? Because you're at your work, wherever you happen to work, and you just cold cock somebody, it doesn't matter if you got pushed first or if you were justified in your action. Like, you're probably going to lose your job at minimum, and at maximum, you're going to face some serious criminal charges. And so, what are some things that you've seen done or that you can get away with on the court or field that you just couldn't in real life?
First off, not if you have a good union lead. But just saying. But
I
yeah,
will not be here in 4 or 5 hours, Clay. I will be at home asleep.
See you in 4 or 5
Sorry,
hours.
but if you sleep over, I'll be back in the morning.
if you want that address, I got you.
What was the one
No,
you said
no,
earlier,
please.
Brett, in text? The one thing they were like,
Oh, bite somebody's ear off.
yeah, and then
Cool.
spit it
That's a good one.
onto the ground. Yeah.
So no criminal charges after that, right?
Don't believe so. Well, he has to press charges for it to be a thing, and he
Yeah.
has to press charges.
If you
But
bit,
that was Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield in a boxing match.
if you went to a restaurant and got in a shouting match with a guy for spilling something on you, and you bit his ear off, you're going to jail.
Probably so. Yeah.
Or if you got into it with a coworker and
Yeah,
But if you were doing that at the Waffle House, it's just like a Tuesday.
that's a good point.
I got a
Yeah,
good one.
it's like, well,
So yeah, good.
Tackling a little kid. Like the mascot games, always see the videos of the mascots leveling Pee Wee football players.
Oh, okay,
You
yes.
just
Oh,
can't
yeah,
run
when
up
they
and
have-
tackle a little
they
kid.
have a ton of them out there, and they're all playing against each
Yeah.
other.
So I can get your opinion on this too. Something that happened last week. A kid got loose from his parents. He's like 12 and ran on the field, like on an NFL field, I think it was. And a security guard tackled him. And everybody was giving the security guard a hard time because he tackled the kid.
Yeah.
And if you're on the field, you're getting tackled.
Yeah.
That's just how that works.
A 12-year-old also doesn't get loose from their parents.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's a 12-year-old. That's not. Oh no, he got away. We
It's
weren't
not. It's
watching
not
it.
like the kid that fell into the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pay attention, mom and dad.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. You brought him to a sport. The parent didn't didn't know which child it was that they brought with them until after, because they were misquoted in their initial statement saying the kid was like 8, and they're like, no, it was your 12-year-old, and they're like, oh,
no,
okay.
I'm not even blaming the parents in this. The kid's 12 years old. He knows right
Yeah.
from wrong at that point.
Yeah, he's just a
He-
stupid
he
kid.
should-
Most should. Yeah.
Well, so many kids are just wanting fame
yeah,
from
Yeah.
social media right now.
But-
So it's like, if I go out on the field,
yeah. It plays stupid games, win stupid prizes.
prizes.
Yeah.
Jinx.
What else? What else can you do on? So basically, the whole sport of football falls in this category.
Or I was gonna say MMA, anything MMA. Like you can't
Yeah.
just start fighting, and obviously.
or like hockey fights. So like I thought hockey fights because like fighting in hockey is not technically part of the sport. You know what I mean? Like you can't but they do it anyways. Yeah. Shoved a guy and got away with it, but if correct something stupid at work, I get fired. Yeah, no. This is what I'm getting at, Clay. Is there's a double standard that comes with like it seems like if your profession requires there to be an elevated level of competition, physical competition, because we don't do this with CEOs either. They compete heavily, but if your CEO punches a vice president, they're going to lose their job probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
Cursing, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's kind of like mine, and I know me, and I've bet Brett's guilty of it too. But like, you can walk up to your. It's like a ref called a leader, technically. Like your
Oh
boss.
yes, this is
You
a good
can
one.
walk
Yeah.
up to a ref and say some very.
You can say bad things, and all you get is
yeah.
ejected, and then you get to come back to the next
most of
game.
the times they walk away unless you really get under their skin.
Yeah.
But you walk up to your boss and yeah,
Depends on the job. You could do that at some jobs.
I can do that at my job.
Yeah.
To a point.
Yeah, then I might get rocked.
Yeah.
I can't do it at my job. I'll be fired.
And by fired, you mean
I can't curse out my kids or my wife.
No. If you deck one of your kids, you're in trouble.
I
Yeah.
hit them every once in a while, but I usually justify it. So
I was thinking of the way that baseball managers react to like a blown call or something.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like they just lose them. Like, what's the best baseball manager blow up you've ever seen, Brett?
Was it Tony LaRue that did the first base thing?
Lou
Yeah.
Piniella was pretty
Yeah.
good when he threw first base.
That one, yeah. Or who's the
that's
guy
crazy.
that did the phone thing in the? It was a Mets manager. What he went? They were like he was in the locker room and like threw a phone at a reporter.
I
I
don't
You
don't
ever
know.
seen? Or was it Big Poppy that hit the phone on the wall with a baseball bat and
Yeah.
almost hit a teammate?
Yeah, he got the like thrown out and then he walked in the dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
took
one.
it back.
That's one thing you can't do. You can't like if I
Temper
went
tantrum?
into work and was mad and destroyed something at work, you probably
Ooh,
get fired for
You're
that.
right. Like when baseball players walk in, they
Start
beat the tar
slamming
out of
it,
the water
The,
thing or
your
whatever.
Yeah.
employer's property or whatever.
That's a good
Like
one.
if Noah got mad and took it out on the lawnmower,
Or like kick the truck and put a huge dent in
Right,
it. Like
exactly.
I've done that before.
but you probably got to pay for that, right?
No, it just popped.
you just have a different situation.
Amber, if I beat up my boss, I'd be in major trouble.
What is it?
I think Kim.
she,
I think
is she
Kim
a
could
stay at
take
home
you.
as well.
No, she works at the preschool.
Oh, okay,
I think
okay.
I think
Those
Kim could take you, Amber.
famous umpire objections that I can think of is a guy named, I think his name's Ollie Williams.
Is he the one in minor league that like?
yeah,
did
he's like the minor league
yeah.
guy. He'll throw all the bats. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, Ollie. Like they just know it's coming.
But like it's always once they're ejected. So like once punishment is handed down in the regular world, like you have to just take it or appeal it through the proper process. Not you get 10 minutes of whatever you want to say.
Or we're doing it wrong, and is like if you get, I don't know, if you're convicted of a crime and you're already convicted,
Yeah.
you might as well just lay into somebody
Just
because
let the
you're
judge
already
have it.
convicted.
Get your money's worth. Is
Right.
what I like to say.
Just let the judge have it.
And you know that's like the end of the run. Like, okay, I got to serve a year or two, and it, like,
You're
just
getting-
let them have it.
This happens in people who get life sentences that then kill, like they'll kill pedophiles in prison because they don't care because they were already there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like that, they people get murdered in prison by people that already are going to be there forever because like, what are you going to do to me? You can't.
There's one guy in California that like killed 5 pedophiles just because he's already in a life.
In jail?
Yeah.
Do you think they like put them next to them on purpose? Someone's got to be doing that on purpose.
Well, maybe in the for-profit prisons.
Yeah, because that's a thing. Yeah. Anything else? I was just thinking, just like ways you can act in the sports world that you just couldn't get away with
Like
in real life.
Being at work and just flopping.
I
Oh, he bumped into me. Ah!
That's a good one.
mean, you can fake an injury at work.
Pulling
People
a
do that.
LeBron James on the ground. Just, no, my ankle.
That made me think of when Toby and Dwight are hunting down Daryl for his fraud, for his injury
In
fraud.
the office.
Yeah,
You gonna eat all that dog food?
yeah. It's his sister. Oh, great show. But yeah, even I guess actors kind of do it too. That's a weird bridge, but like every now and then a video will come out of just an actor laying into the crew in just like inhumane ways, and people never.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Even like,
I don't know much about Ellen. Hold on.
it's okay.
No, if you have a good idea, say it. Noah, give her the mic for a second.
This Mike doesn't like the.
Or, or even like when they. Stop.
Just hold the mic, Noah.
It's fine.
Do you have a good idea?
It's okay.
Here, use this one. It won't move anymore. Just go up to it.
Or even like when they like the actors or famous people go to like restaurants and act like a major
Like children.
douchebag
then don't get kicked
and then don't get kicked out just because of who they are.
So what it comes down to is celebrity or status.
So if you have status or a lot of money, you can just do whatever. What do you,
So,
Yeah.
what do you think if that cameraman would have got up and like in Devonta Adams' face and was like, "Well, maybe if on that last play you didn't run into your own player like a
I feel like he'd be getting a lot more money.
wait, but he didn't because he was at work. So like that's what I'm saying. The double stand. Both of those guys were at work,
Hey,
and one it
if
was
a
okay.
professional quarterback does something to injure me, I'm going to flop
That's
as hard as I can
That's-
flop.
I'm
I
telling
saw
you,
a
this
me-
guy
I saw a
flopped.
meme that said the cameraman shows up to work the next day and it's a guy in a neck brace.
He's got a lawyer and everything. He's in a
Arm in
wheelchair.
a sling.
I'm just wondering why that
Oh,
cameraman
man.
had the whole field to run around. He wants to run right in
He
front of the
timed
camera.
it so terribly too. He like waited at an awkward time and but still he shouldn't have got.
He shouldn't have got. You don't deserve to get shoved.
No, he
because
was
you
just at
ran
work.
away.
Just as Adams was. If a fan would have thrown a bottle at Adams on the way out, they would have got prosecuted.
Who was it? Who was it before season started of football when the reporter was like trying to take a picture of that one guy and she fell off the stage backwards and he just went
All is Matthew Stafford.
and he just walked
Yeah.
off instead
Oh
of helping
yes,
her.
Yeah.
wasn't he like super drunk? Wasn't that at the
It was
parade?
at the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
parade.
he was
Yeah.
super drunk. She
Ooh.
broke her back.
Yeah,
She fractured a
and
vertebrae.
but he also paid for her medical.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
expenses.
So
He's a good dude.
Yeah,
I
he's
saw-
a good dude to get caught on camera being a jerk, and he's like, "Oh, I'll pay for all the medical
he
bills."
wasn't. He was. That's.
No,
Hey,
wasn't his
he,
problem.
he should have been
said-
doing sober October.
He said his excuse for that was that he was so hammered that he didn't think he could help. He actually sent
Like
his
he would
wife
make it
down.
worse.
So
Yeah, that's what he said.
Joey, look this up real quick. So
Ugh.
the NBA like season just started or whatever. Officials have cards in their pockets now, to where if you're like cussing players out or being obscene or like yelling at other fans or the refs, they'll walk up and hand you a warning card.
I thought they always took notes on who
No,
got one.
no, they walk up and hand you a literally official business card from the NBA, and it says, "This is your one and final like warning," and it says
Yeah,
you have been
to
recog-
fans.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been
Yeah,
recognized.
referees will give out warning cards to fans. After receiving this warning, you verbally abuse any player, coach, game official, or spectator. You will be immediately ejected from the arena
They
without
don't say
refund.
a word. They just walk
Doesn't-
up and hand you it.
Doesn't your ticket already say that on the back?
I thought it did.
That's like
don't know.
arena rules.
All right,
That's
whatever.
not
Yeah.
like
All right, let's
NBA
move on.
rules.
Never went to one.
Yeah. Bless somebody. Yeah. You guys want to?
Pod bless your heart.
I miss Tony.
It was almost on there a little bit ago.
Okay.
This guy's face. Just
Who
screams
found this
that.
one?
No, Josh did.
I didn't find. Yeah, Josh found this one.
Yeah.
Okay. This one comes out of South Carolina. Maybe
I
South
wish you could-
Carolina.
I wish you could share the. Do you have a window where we can share
I
the?
can try it, but last time it wasn't working.
It was all out of
properly.
whack. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Right. Hold on. I can fix it while I'm talking though.
Okay.
So the deal with this one was the guy. This.
You want me to read the headline?
Yes,
while
you
you're
start
doing that?
reading it while I'm doing this. I can't talk.
Let me look it up here real fast. And it is. There he is. Yeah, I clicked on it. Does not want to load. Everybody's doing too much. Okay, the headline of our blessed story this week is a great one. South Carolina man says witches commanded him to toss dog over bridge, police report says. So yeah, South Carolina, not a Florida man, but once Joey could get this pulled up, you could see the picture of the man, and you will understand. As Brett said earlier, he does look like someone who witches commanded to throw a dog off of a bridge.
Can I see it now?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, they can. This is the fella, kind of a Charles Manson vibe, I feel,
I'm getting that. Yeah.
but also with like a '90s jazz band guy with the soul patch there.
He looks like the type of guy that when you say, "Hey, this guy threw a dog over a bridge," you're like, "Yeah, yeah, he sure
Like-
does look like a type of guy that would do that."
If Eddie Munson in Stranger Things didn't die in the show, spoiler alert, this is what he would look like now.
I haven't seen that show.
It's not a shocker. But anyway. So yeah, South Carolina man says witches commanded him to toss dog over bridge. A man accused of twice tossing a dog over a bridge said he was instructed to do so by witches, according to police. Spartansburg County environmental officers responded to a call Monday, October 3rd, 2022, of someone tossing a dog from a bridge over water located on Highway 11 in the area there.
So you're just someone driving home, right? You're driving home from whatever. It was a Monday. You're bringing the kids home from
show and dance.
a
night,
dog.
actually.
You're right, yeah. And it just chucks a dog off a bridge.
A witness told officers that a man was tossing a dog over the bridge.
Like-
Officers searched in the area below the bridge and found a man, later identified as 43-year-old Shannon Lee Cantrell. Yeah, holding a dog in a chokehold.
Wait a second. He's like, "Come on, you're going over this bridge right now."
I hope
Wait,
this guy
no.
gets fully prosecuted.
If the police were there, he already threw it over the bridge, right?
Well, he went
said
down there
he
to
did
finish.
two.
He went down
Yeah,
there to finish.
he
the
went
job.
down to finish the job.
They
He's
did say
choking
there
the
was,
dog out
They did say
afterward.
there was 2 accusations, I guess.
Wow.
So it was 2 people that maybe saw it.
Cantrell told the officers that witches told him to throw the dog over the bridge.
Hey, if witches are telling you to do it, you gotta do it.
That's a good point.
Oh, here's what it was. Police say the dog was thrown twice
What?
and wet from being in the water the first time from below.
Okay, so this is not like a highway overpass. Like it's hitting water at least. Not that that's much better.
Cantrell told the officers that the dog was his and released ownership to Spartanburg County.
Wow.
Spartanburg County.
Oh, there's the dog.
Yeah,
34 feet? I've jumped that far off a bridge.
Instead of just throwing it over the bridge, just give it up. That's a weird concept.
So this is the most important part. Read the line.
Oh, is this the
The
same
1-year-old dog
Go ahead.
did not show any visible signs of injury,
Oh,
but was clearly shaken by the incident. So the dog is okay, everyone.
Did he get adopted?
And the man was arrested. Yeah, so
I hope he got adopted.
I hope he got adopted.
I'm assuming.
Well, he's in the news now. He'll get adopted.
Yeah, that's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who, the guy or the dog?
Probably both.
Clay said, "Pod bless my heart for watching this." And Chris, no, you're right. Bobby Bonilla still getting paid.
Drugs must be high with this guy.
I don't know. I don't know who. I mean, the dog is the obvious answer here, right?
Yeah, it is a poor puppy. He was thrown twice. There's a part of me that wants
Allegedly.
He was wet. But a part of me wants to help out the guy. I mean, to bless his heart, because, I mean, looks like a lot's going on in his eyes. Like when we were looking at that picture, I was kind of like,
See, I got the opposite vibe. They felt very soulless and dead to me. I got the opposite of, there's not much going on up there.
you know.
What do you do if you're the one that catches this guy throwing the dog off the bridge? What do you do? Do you say something to him?
Me? I'm calling the police, and I'm preventing him from throwing the dog a second time.
Like, do you have reasonable like if you is it in the law that you can stop somebody from harming an animal?
Definitely.
I'm gonna say
Well,
animal.
it's in South Carolina as well, though.
Yeah, totally.
I think that's what I said.
Yeah, if you
South
see
of-
someone just
'Cause
beating the tar out of an animal, like you can intervene if you want to intervene.
Could you take deadly force?
Probably not. I wouldn't suggest defending. It's
Hey,
state to
I'm
state.
just
Hey,
wondering.
chances are, if you saw this guy out there, you'd be like, "Oh, this is messed up."
So
You don't
that's
want to
the-
go up against somebody that's
Yeah.
on meth.
I'm gonna call the
well, you
cops
just-
and then try to get the dog to come over to
Yeah,
me.
you're just like, hey, if you don't throw that dog over the bridge, I'll give you some meth.
Yeah, but
and
then
trick
when
him.
you don't have meth, you're gonna have a real problem.
That's
Then
why
you-
you should always keep meth on
That's
hand.
why you always have a bag of
You
meth.
always
Thank
need to
God I
be
keep my pocket
smuggling
meth on me.
because it's in case someone needs to be swayed away from doing
Officer,
something.
this
yeah.
meth is not for me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm holding it for a friend.
Yeah, it's just
That-
in case I ever need to talk a meth head down.
If I ever walk across a guy throwing a dog off of a bridge twice because witches commanded him to,
Yeah.
I need it for that
and you
situation.
pull up the picture and the cop's like, "Oh yeah, of course, this is the dog protection meth."
right. And if we just legalize drugs, this would be a scenario we could actually play out.
Decriminalize it. What weed? No meth. like that's an extreme position to take. Wow. Okay.
Let me tell you this story about a guy throwing a dog off a bridge. All
Yeah,
right, let's
you'll understand. We could save these dogs' lives.
Totally understand.
So the dog and the guy, we're gonna double bless. Is that what you want to do?
I-
Just the dog.
Just the dog.
Just the dog.
Just the
Yeah.
dog, and we hope the guy gets help. But
or
Well,
more meth.
Hey, little
no, wait, don't hope
twice
that.
baptized puppy dog.
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
Twice
What-
done.
It didn't
What-
take the first time, so I had to throw him again.
Well, that's back in the day, you know. That's how you tested a witch, is you put them underwater, and if they didn't drown, they were a witch. That was in pilgrim days.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
What if that's how we baptize people for real?
It's like, well,
Father,
can
Son,
tell-
Holy Spirit.
we can tell if they really ask for forgiveness of their sins if,
Yeah.
they
They
don't drown. If God saves them. That's a part of the Halloween church.
It,
I know, I'm-
Jason-
it piques their thrill just a
No,
little bit.
Jason-
and somebody might die.
Jason
Yes.
Voorhees is the baptizer.
So I'm picturing at this Halloween church that they're reformed, but sometimes they have flashbacks, and you have to like talk them down, and like,
Yeah.
like,
Like there's sometimes Michael
Yes.
Myers holding a knife to your throat.
yeah, like Mike.
He kind of
Mike.
shakes it off like, whoa.
You don't call him Michael because that's his old name. Mike.
Right, yeah.
Mike. Relax.
His biblical name,
Remember.
Michael.
Remember who you are. Remember where you've been, and how far you've come. And like, he's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm so I can picture all this
Just
happening.
imagine someone trying to testify, like just walked right up, like I want something to say.
You catch Pennywise taking a little kid trying to get him down the sewer.
It's like, hey, remember, new you. You are a new creation.
What if ideally they only worked with other serial killers? It
And
was a
you know,
church.
the church
for,
is filled for like reformed, rehabilitating serial killers.
correct, and then they only welcome in other people, like real like Dahmers and stuff like that.
Do they
that
have
show
an
up.
executioner? Like if they can't be reformed, do they just put them out?
No, they are that good. They make it
Okay.
happen.
Boom.
Yeah, they lead
I mean-
people to.
Dahmer in his jail cell started a
Amber.
Cannibals Anonymous club.
There you go.
She said if she floated, she was a witch. Monty Python. I haven't seen that.
That's going to be a hard one for you to see. It's a long. I read it on DVD.
Is it good?
I can't. Yes, it is, but I like from your standpoint, who doesn't watch a lot of
Is
shows.
it cult classic or is it good?
Cult classic,
Okay.
and it is good.
Because cult classics aren't good usually.
In its time and
yeah.
era, it was amazing. But
Yeah, so we are right on an hour. So
way to go,
this was
guys.
good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry, we're going to work on getting the episode from last
Yeah.
week up.
We'll
If you
have
didn't
one
get to
done.
catch it live, so this might be a double episode week.
A double?
Yeah,
If you would.
which you wouldn't be hearing that this would be the last one you listen to, possibly. But,
Yes.
but if you missed last week's and you're listening to this one, go back, check it out. Make sure to go out there and rate and review on Apple,
just go in number order.
on Spotify. Give us a rate and review. You can even leave them on Facebook if you're doing this right now before you go to bed. go out there, leave us a rate and review. We'd really
Do it.
appreciate it.
Brett, what's the score?
I have no idea.
He's actually not been paying attention
do
to
not
sports.
care about
It's
this
such
game.
a terrible game.
Neither one of those teams are real.
Man, we're talking to you, Ben. None of those teams are real. Oh, a 5-ounce bird can carry a 1-pound coconut. It's a simple matter of weight ratio. Is that a Monty Python quote?
I'm assuming so.
Okay. Sorry.
It's been a minute for me.
I
so
got
don't know all
nothing
the
on that
quotes.
front.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've not been
sorry.
around my Monty Python friends, so I can't pull out quotes from nowhere anymore.
But a 5-ounce bird can't carry a 1-pound coconut, right? That would be.
I mean, a hawk. They got hollow bones.
Didn't
They're
they?
super light.
I've seen the clip when they do they don't have horses, right? So they have the coconuts and they do the. Yeah, that's funny.
I fought in your general direction. That's the Frenchman.
Did you say fought?
Fart.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to see it, but yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch those parts. Maybe we'll look it up after the show since we got it done early.
Sweet. The Bears and Commanders are a great way to fall asleep. It's a lullaby game. 3-7. Oh
Hey,
my goodness.
touchdown.
Oh, you think it could have been 2 field goals? No, it could have been a
And,
safety and a 2 safeties and a field goal.
Thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in, everybody. Make sure
Hey.
to tune in back with us
Yeah.
next week.
Do it. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
I'm Brett.
I'm Brad.
and
And
this is Pod Bless.
Hey, we got through another one, and we got through it early.
That one felt good. Feel
Yeah.
like we got a good one in
I'm
there.
glad we had more than 8 comments on the live this week.
Hey, it was a slow night. Should we start earlier?
I don't know. I
Should
think
we-
we should, but it's hard to do.
I think we could pull 8:30 off.
We'll see.
Oh, hold on. I want to end with this. I almost forgot.
Oh, you want to put this in? Drag it out.